All right, so today we're diving into ChatGPT's scheduled tasks. It's like giving your AI a to-do list. You can run prompts automatically at certain times, even when you're offline. We're looking at the ChatGPT Help Center article for this deep dive today. And trust me, once you grasp this, you'll be wondering how you ever lived without it.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's a game changer for sure.
Okay, so that sounds amazing. But how do we actually make it happen? Where do we even begin?
Well, it's surprisingly simple, actually. If you're on the web version of ChatGPT, you just click on your profile icon. And then on tasks in the menu.
Got it. So what do we do once we're in the tasks section?
So from there, you can choose a suggested task. They have some preset options, or you can create your own custom task.
Okay, so if I wanted to get that daily news briefing we talked about earlier, could I just type something like, give me a summary of the top tech news every morning at 8 a.m.?
Absolutely, yeah. ChatGPT is designed to understand natural language. So you can basically just tell it what you want it to do.
That's so cool. It's like having a personal assistant who's always on call.
Yeah, exactly. And the more specific you are with your instructions, the better the results you're going to get. So, for example, you could say, send me a summary of the top 3 tech news articles from The Verge and TechCrunch every morning at 8 a.m.
Ah, so the key is to be clear and detailed. No more vague requests. Now, what about notifications? How do I make sure I actually see these summaries when they come through?
Well, usually ChatGPT will ask you how you want to be notified, whether it's through push notifications, email, or both.
So I can customize it to fit my preferences. That's pretty handy. Are there any quirks with notifications, like things I should double check in my settings?
You might need to allow desktop notifications in your browser settings, and for mobile, you'll likely get a prompt to enable notifications after you set up your first task.
Good to know. It sounds pretty straightforward so far. Let's say I create a task and then realize I need to change the time or maybe tweak the instructions a bit. Can I go back and edit it?
Oh, absolutely. You can edit, pause, or even delete tasks. But there's one thing to keep in mind. Full task management is currently only available on the web version.
Oh, okay. So I can tweak things on the go, but for major edits, I need to be on my computer.
Exactly, yeah. You can disable notifications on other platforms, but editing the tasks themselves requires the web version for now.
Makes sense. So to edit a task, I'd go back to the tasks section on the web.
Right. You'd hover over the task you want to change and click the pencil icon to edit. You can update the name, instructions, or schedule, and if you need to pause or delete a task, you can use the three-dot menu.
So clicking and typing, pretty much like anything else online, easy peasy. I'm starting to see how much time this could save.
It's a huge time saver, especially when you start thinking about all the different ways you can use it. For example, instead of manually searching for recipes every week, you could have ChatGPT curate a list of healthy dinner recipes and send it to you every Sunday evening.
Now you're talking. No more last-minute dinner scrambles. Are there any limits to what we can schedule?
There are a few. Scheduled tasks run on GPT-4, so your regular usage limits still apply. You're also capped at 10 active tasks at any given time.
Okay, so no going overboard and scheduling a million things at once. Makes sense. Anything else we should be aware of?
Since it's still in beta, features like voice chats, file uploads, and custom GPTs aren't supported yet.
All right, good to know. But even with those limitations, the possibilities are pretty mind-blowing. We've talked about news briefings and recipes, but I bet our listeners are already thinking up all sorts of creative uses. What are some other ways people can leverage this? Especially if they're new to ChatGPT and want to see its potential.
Absolutely. Think about things you do regularly that involve searching or gathering information. Like, let's say you're trying to learn a new language. You could schedule a daily vocabulary quiz or a grammar exercise delivered right to your phone.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like having a language tutor who's available 24/7. But without the judgment?
Exactly. Or imagine you're a freelancer who needs to track industry trends. You could set a task to compile a weekly report of relevant articles and social media posts, saving you hours of research time.
I'm starting to see how this could be a game changer for productivity. Yeah, it's like automating those little tasks that eat up so much time.
And it's not just about work or learning. Think about personal stuff, too. Let's say you have a terrible memory for birthdays.
Oh, that's me. I'm the queen of belated birthday wishes.
Well, with scheduled tasks, you can set reminders for all those important dates, ensuring you never miss an occasion again.
Okay, I'm officially sold. This goes straight to the top of my to-do list.
Yeah.
I'm even thinking about using it to remind me to drink water throughout the day.
Now you're thinking creatively. It's all about finding those little areas where a timely nudge from ChatGPT can make a big difference.
This is definitely making me rethink my whole approach to organization and time management. But let's be real, it's still in beta. What are some things that could be improved or added in the future?
Well, as you mentioned, there are some limitations in terms of features. Adding things like voice chat or file uploads would open up even more possibilities. Imagine being able to schedule a voice chat practice session in that new language you're learning, or having ChatGPT analyze a document for you overnight.
Those would be incredible additions. And maybe even more customization for notifications,
Nah.
like being able to choose the sound or set different preferences for different tasks.
Yeah, I like that idea. And perhaps the ability to share tasks with others. Imagine collaborating on a project with a colleague, or reminding your family about an upcoming event, all through ChatGPT.
Those are fantastic suggestions. It seems like even in its early stages, scheduled tasks has the potential to really change the way we organize our lives and interact with AI.
It certainly does. As this technology continues to evolve, I'm really excited to see what new applications and possibilities emerge.
Yeah, it's an exciting time to be a learner and an explorer in the world of AI. So to recap, scheduled tasks is basically like having a personal AI assistant that can handle all those little things that clutter our minds and our calendars.
Exactly. It's about freeing up your mental space and your time so you can focus on the things that truly matter to you.
And setting it up is surprisingly simple. You just need to be clear with your instructions. Tell ChatGPT how you want to be reminded and let it do its magic.
And even though it's still in beta, the potential is huge. We've only scratched the surface of what this feature can do.
Now that we know about scheduled tasks, what's the first thing you'd automate? What could ChatGPT remind you about, research for you, or even help you practice?
Yeah, the possibilities are pretty much endless. I'm already feeling a little less overwhelmed just thinking about all the things I could take off my mental to-do list.
It really is about reclaiming your time and attention and using technology to work smarter, not harder.
And the best part is, it's constantly evolving. Who knows what amazing new features and applications we'll see in the future? Yeah, it's a really exciting time to be following the world of AI.
So to wrap up our deep dive into ChatGPT's scheduled tasks, what's the one key takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
Well, I think if you're looking for a way to streamline your life, boost your productivity, or just free up some mental space, scheduled tasks is a game changer. Give it a try and see how it can work for you.
Great advice. And remember, you can find links to all the resources we mentioned in the show notes.
Until next time.
Keep diving deep and stay curious.